going to take a moment to introduce the team picks for tonight. So, starting with the Smurfs, it looks like their band choice was Grux, following with a Bellica pick, a Greystone pick, Aurora, Muriel, and a Sparrow pick. Following with Vicious and Delicious, they decided to go with a Decker band tonight and choosing their support as the Tubalicious. Oh my god, I'm having a blank. What's
Narbash.
Narbash? Oh my god. Sorry guys. Followed by Twin
Well,
Blast, Narbash, Twin Blast, a Gideon, a Sevrog, and a Howitzer. And that's the picks for both teams tonight.
Oh, good. Okay, are we ready to roll?
Yep.
Yes, we are, ladies and gentlemen. So what we'll do is we'll count down in 3, 2, 1, and play. So,
And
ladies and
we're
gentlemen, we are now in week 3, game 4. We have the Smurfs versus Vicious and Delicious. So these are 2 new teams, actually, guys. We actually haven't seen them play prior. We have seen them in the OCE community here and there. I believe that the Smurfs have a family relation with Lonely Boy. So shout outs to Lonely Boy. You the man now, dog. And we also have Vixen's team there. Vixen has AKC on Howie, ADCT Dash on the Twin Blast, Vixen CWL on Severog, Blenderface on that Nabi, and I can't see the last person because my PS4 has cut out that 5th person. So guys, could you tell me who
Your
that is?
family on Gideon?
That is excellent. And on
Yeah.
the Smurfs, how
We've
can you
got
tell
your
us?
family Gideon already dewarding on River.
So good.
Interesting. I knew those wards were going to come up, and it looks like they're already doing a strong job of warding and dewarding. Good work by everybody, actually.
Excellent. Hallie, could you tell us who are the picks on the Smurfs, like the characters and their
Absolutely, yeah. So we have
names?
Swag Lord as Muriel. We have Evil Red playing the Aurora. So hopefully that Narbash is carrying a purity sensor. Would be a fool if he wasn't. We've also got New Zealand Royal on the Greystone, Blue Soldier as the Bellica, and Little Shogun running a Sparrow. Always a good pick. Interesting team compositions. I think the Decker ban, it's happening all the time. Decker probably still the strongest support in the game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you think about over the last 3 weeks, especially with the draft picks with all the teams, Deca has either been picked or banned from each team. So it kind of shows that no one wants Deca in the games, or if they do, she's going to be annoying and up in your grill.
Absolutely, absolutely. Interestingly, it doesn't look like they've got a Bellica stun, the Smurfs, but it's going to be interesting to see whether your family can pull off that Gideon ult. It looks like he's got a couple of options, so
Yeah.
hopefully.
I mean, if you completely just look at just the team compositions alone, I mean, it kind of looks like the Smurfs are kind of, I guess, playing very risky, if that makes sense, because obviously their only proper CC would be Bellica's knockup and Aurora's Hoarfrost if they land in it and her ult, but essentially they look like a sustaining team, whereas Vicious and Delicious have a bit more team fight and burst. So I think that having Muru there could be concerning, just looking purely at the matchup, because when you have Narbash's Thunk, and also his ultimates, as well as Severog's Root and Howie's Remote Mine there, they've got a very strong CC in comparison. So it'll be interesting to see how both teams play.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, both of these teams are really quite new. I do know that Vixen's team play predominantly on PS4, so they're new to the Discord. They're new to the community, but strong players nonetheless. I think there's probably diamonds in there. Not that Elo necessarily means that much, but certainly a strong team. We'll see how they go. Your family really pestering Blue Soldier here in mid, pushing the wave right under tower.
Yeah, I think to your point as well, you said that Vicious and Delicious are playing on PS4, and I'm quite sure that the Smurfs are as well. For the most part, some of them I believe do, but so the lanes are interesting there, Harry. What are your thoughts on the lane compositions?
Just taking a bit of a fly around and checking it out now. I mean, it looks pretty stock standard. You've got Greystone in off lane. Um, Generally a strong choice. He's going to be weak until he hits his level 5. But that said, ADCT and Blenderface are really pushing the tower up there. So, the Greystone is going to be collecting that experience. Probably better to try and freeze the lane further up. But they might be playing it aggressively and just wanting to either get an early pick or start setting up for Raptors, because the Raptors are on that side. Yeah, if they don't give that Greystone any room to breathe, then he's not going to be able to rotate and do as much.
Definitely agree there. It's quite interesting that AKC has been putting a lot of pressure there on Little Shogun, and Shogun almost gets killed by that R2000 there. They're both low, and Eagle Red is coming in there to take over the lane. So it kind of looks like AKC is really well applying pressure on the safe lane for the Smurfs there. And on the inverse, we actually see Blenderface, who's thinking about coming in to, I guess, give New Zealand Royal a bit of a surprise, because he doesn't have his ultimate yet, and looks like, yeah, it might happen. But Blender's just...
Set up, maybe give him a love tap? No, it's not much.
But if you see Vixen, he's actually taking the Smurfs green. Very sneaky right there, and he gets away, and it looks like he Deca misses her knockup. I mean, Deca Belka, sorry guys. Oh, and that's disengagement. So looks like they're playing really aggressive, vicious and delicious. So the name isn't just the title.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Vicious and Delicious have learned some stuff from their scrims as well. I was having a chat to Vixen the other day. He was saying that he felt like they lost some of their scrims based on just having a low CC composition. So I think they've really decided to ramp it up with their team comp this match.
Yeah, definitely agree. It kind of looks like there's some rotation happening in there by the Smurfs against Blender and ADCT. Don't know if that's going to happen or not, but it looks like Blue Soldier is pulling back because they do have the ward there. So any movement is detected by them, and they're falling back safely.
Absolutely. As a team, we have Vicious and Delicious pulling slightly ahead with 115 CS versus 77 CS for the Smurfs. That said, both carries are looking to be on 9 points, 9 card points. It looks like your family, as the Gideon in mid, is doing quite well for Vicious and Delicious. He's also on 9 points.
Yeah, definitely. It's quite interesting that there is some fights here and there. Your family is fighting Swaglord here in the river, trying to fight for that green buff, but he just blinks out there. So it looks like the Smurfs will be securing. Oh no! It looks like Yo Family secures that blue buff, that beautiful steal there. I mean, obviously if you see Gideon, you should be close. And Blue Soldier misses his knockup on New Family, gets Vixen, but Blue Soldier takes a hit as a result. So Eve already's in right here, swinging it away. They're just trying to scare them off.
Hey guys, I'm just going to stop you right there. I think there's a bit of a delay on my end. The game's not caught up to what you guys are discussing. What are you at? Another technical difficulty tonight?
Just paused. I'm at 739.
Yeah, I'm at 739 now as well.
Yeah, I jumped ahead somehow.
Can we get an emote train happening for our old mate Fluffy for the technical difficulty? So we're at 739, so we've paused it there. So let us know when you are catching up.
Absolutely. No spoilers. That dead silence.
Awkward.
Yeah.
But while we are waiting for Fluffy to untechnical difficulty himself there, ladies and gentlemen, we do have Vicious and Delicious at 137 CS. And the Smurfs on 85. So when we're looking at the CP there, it looks like they are actually ahead. And the Smurfs are trailing slightly behind in CP as well. So it's very interesting because I guess they could catch up or they could just fall out there, dependent on obviously how teams play.
Yeah,
so,
look, it's not a strong lead at this point in time. I mean, I do notice as well that the Smurfs are there's 3 of them running helo tokens, so they're losing a little bit of power there that might be better spent to have some additional damage. I mean, that said, it's not a bad investment, especially early game. It does quite well when you've got people who are only on, 7 to 9 CP. So it's not a bad
Yep.
investment.
All right, I'm at 739 now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, apologies for that delay. We are going to resume 3, 2, 1, and resume.
All right.
So, having said that, there it looks like it's a little bit quiet now between the two teams. Obviously, it looks like Vixen is trying to apply pressure as a jungler.
Yeah, Vixen setting something up here by the looks of it. He's sneaking around behind mid. What is going to happen? Blue Soldier has no idea.
He gets knocked out of the ult.
Oh
But
my.
he gets landed. That's first blood, ladies and gentlemen, to the favor of Vixen. Seals the deal.
Double dropped the ults there. Vixen almost knocking the enemy out of the Gideon ult, which was a risky play, but it still worked. So it's all good. It's all good.
It's funny because that was a beautiful play if you kind of take into consideration that they sealed that kill to make sure that there is no escape, obviously, from Blue Soldier.
Absolutely. And I mean, look, Evil Red playing as Aurora in mid here. He's sitting pretty low health as well. They're still applying a lot of pressure. Yo Family has very little mana though, so probably looking to get out of there now. Looks like he's backing up. So is Evil Red, the Aurora. Gonna go back and get some heals. Blue Soldier going in on Yo Family. No, it's not enough. It's a light engage. Evil Red running back in.
He's stunned though.
Crazy.
Wow, Evil Red is playing really aggressive. The Blink gets away there. There is a mana drone, but Yo Family is jumping away to safety behind that tier 1. And Blenderface is coming in. He's going to get rid of that mana drone. While that's happening, Blue Soldier is dewarding their jungle wards there, so making sure Vicious and Delicious cannot see what's going on. But yeah, that's as much action as we have seen so far. Hopefully they have more team fights and some plays. Coming up to 30 seconds away from Raptors. How do you think the Raptors will happen with these teams? Will they fight it? How do you think it's gonna? What do you think is gonna happen prediction wise?
Look, it could be anybody's game at this point in time. I mean, it looks like over on the left we have ACECC just taking some nice easy farm. The wave is up at his tower. That said, 10 seconds to start setting up and pushing back that wave. So you would hope that he would start getting ready for Raptors. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We've got New Zealand Royal, the Greystone. It looks like he's trying to deward, but Vixen's coming in to harass him away. So they're just trying to deward and make sure that the enemy teams are lacking that vision, so that they can actually go in and get this stuff sorted.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are now migrating into the Raptor pits, playing that deward game there. I mean, Vicious have already warded mid, and yeah, I don't think that the Smurfs know. And there is quite a lot of dewards happening here, guys. It's a ward battle wars. Very interesting. It looks like one false move, and it could be the end of one team.
Yeah, the Smurfs are gathering here outside of Raptors, just waiting for the opportunity. I mean, that said, they're getting warded, dewarded. It's just a bit of backwards and forwards at this point in time.
The Smurfs are so risky.
Yes, they're surrounded.
Leonard goes in and ults them. There is an ult by Gideon as well. It looks like someone maybe going. It might be Blue Soldier first to go down there. And then it looks like they are going to focus and just gets the kill there on a Swag Lord as well. So it looks like Gideon's ult goes down, and he might be going down with
Lil Shogun in an awful position. Lil Shogun goes down to ACECC.
So it looks like that's 3 down there, guys. And I think Vicious and Delicious.
Oh, New Zealand Royal goes down as well to a Howie missile. Oh, damn. So we're sitting at like, what, 4? 4 down?
I think all 5 went down. Blue Soldier was up, but they look like they're not going to... the Raptors have been secured by ACECC. And they're going to get a tier 1. So that's 5 kills and a tier 1. That's a beautiful trade for Vicious and Delicious. And it looks like the Smurfs are off to a really bad start. So they need to somehow recover, step back, and just get that farm and pick off the fights.
Yeah, Vicious and Delicious now have the real estate advantage. They've got 2 tier 1s down. So they're they've applied that pressure. They've been strong from the outset on mid and on off lane, or safe lane, I should say. It seems to be playing well in their favor.
Yeah, definitely agree there. It's quite interesting you say that because once you're ahead, like you need to go there. But ladies and gentlemen, Sozo Labs has wife aggro. Can we also give Sozo Labs a bloody emote train there? Because I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So Fluffy and Hal, I'll leave it in your capable hands. Be right back.
No problem, bro. No problem. All right, good luck with that. All right, so just getting back to it. Let's see. We've got the Vicious and Delicious. We've got 2 players there, 3 players sitting on 17 CP, whereas the highest on the Smurfs is sitting at 13 CP for Evil Red and 13 CP for Little Shogun. So you can see that there's already a bit of a gap forming. If they don't get control over those Raptors, they are going to be in trouble. Alright. Looks like there's a bit of a skirmish happening here in mid. Evil Red's getting dropped an ulti on, but he's out. Oh, New Zealand Royal getting pinged. It's not going to be enough. Basically just pushing them back, saying, "No my house, dog. No my house." And it looks like everybody's just going back to the farm life. It's nice and peaceful out here on the plains of Agora. Wandering over, just checking it out. Looks like ACECC and Blenderface, so just taking that easy farm.
Yeah, they've been having that easy farm for quite some time. For a while in this match already.
There has not been enough pressure on those 2, to be honest, and I mean that's it. It's really giving them the advantage beyond just Raptors. That said, it looks like New Zealand Royal is lagging a bit. He's hopping about all over the place, backing up to his tier 2 just to stay safe. Probably a good thing considering he's so low on health. I don't know that he'd want to be sitting out there when he's that low on health, but he hasn't backed for whatever reason.
Do we know if he has his ult back up or not?
I don't know, to be honest. I would assume he would have to be sitting that
Yeah,
far.
to be that aggressive.
Yeah.
We got Blue Soldier down there as well.
Blue Soldier going in and doing some harassment, but unfortunately the Greystone, New Zealand Royal, too low on health to actually be able to make anything of it.
But if we take a look at the other side of the lane, it looks like they're trying to set up with Gideon and Severog there in the jungle. Looks like they're going to try to make a play here. Hopefully try to force him out of the tower and secure a kill. But maybe not. Maybe it's just a deward session.
Oh, Vixen, Vixen's lurking, getting ready. The Sevi, hungry to take out the Smurfs ADC, no doubt. Taking black buff, you know what time it is, people. It's going to get real up in this easy. Vixen still lurking, just waiting, just waiting.
Looks like he's going to go after Swaglord. Nah, Swaglord was too far away, so Vixen's just like, nah, let's go and put pressure on Little Shogun. See if we can take this tower.
Yeah, Little Shogun pushing forwards.
But it looks like both teams are all collapsing here.
Oh, going in. Ultis have been dropped. Oh, ADC takes out Swaglord.
Been dropped.
Double drop the ultis.
Little Shogun's in a bad place right now as well. 3's down.
Oh, beautiful ulti by the Gideon there, and that's it. Without that CC to be able to take that out, that was just free reign.
But if we notice what's happening on the right there, it looks like NZ Royal is taking that first tier. The tactical Greystone split push looks like it's working in this situation, but unfortunately, they did lose a few teammates.
Yeah, they're not even concerned. They're taking out Raptors at this point in time. Vicious and Delicious are just like, okay, there's some extra CP here. We're sitting 16 minutes in. You know, to lose a one tier 1 at this hour, it's no big.
Yeah, definitely.
They're going to go back and heal up by the looks of it.
So just taking a look at the farm situation, it looks like the Smurfs are sitting on 173 versus the Vicious and Delicious are sitting on a really comfortable 314 at the moment, with the ADCT sitting on 27 card points versus Lil Shogun only on 18. So there is definitely a bit of a gap between the carries, which is going to help in team fight situations.
Yeah, look, almost a 10 CP advantage. The Vicious and Delicious are also sitting at 10 kills versus 0. So it looks as though the Smurfs just haven't been able to convert any of their plays into actual kills. They've been doing some damage, but just not wearing them down enough. Oh, New Zealand Royals playing a dangerous game, running away from tower. And just taking a quick look through, let's check it out. So we've got Vixen is running the Blood-Soaked Armor on Severog. Excellent choice. Look, Blood-Soaked Armor, ladies and gentlemen, it's amazing for Raptors. It's just going to punish them. Makes cleaning them up so much better. You'll see a lot of Gruxes and Quangs with that as well. Just wandering around. Looks like they've gone back to just Farmville at this point in time. Nothing too exciting. We've got Muriel pushing mid with New Zealand Royal.
There's 3 of them in middle versus only 2. They
Yeah,
definitely
I
have
think
the
they're gonna
sustain
get
to do
this tower.
this. Yep.
Nice work. Nice work. They're pushing hard. I don't know that Evil Red would want to be hanging around there for much longer. Teammates have backed off. Yeah, they're backing out. They're backing out. Take the win and get back to business, I say.
Howie's being a little bit aggressive as well over in the river on the left, but he
Yeah, it
was
looks
able
like
to get out.
jump over to ADCT. It looks like he might be getting into some action over here. Nah, just farming. Just nothing exciting. Nothing happening. That's it. Evil Red coming up. Evil Red seems surrounded by... Oh, drops the ulti, but it's not enough. Outside of the ult, ADCT chasing down. Drops the ulti.
Oh,
That
beautiful.
Evil Red is out. Nice moves, nice moves. Just bounced away from that Aurora ulti. It could have been all over, but yeah, too quick on the buzzer for that one. Nicely played.
Looks like Yo Family's going to go for one of the river buffs. Let's see if he's going to be able to use his purple for a gank situation. Let's see what he does with this. This could be interesting. Could be a good play.
Yeah, they're going in, dewarding, doing their thing.
Looks like
ADCT looks like it's pushing up on New Zealand Royal again.
Oh, he's been
New
revealed.
Zealand Royal is super low. They're pushing up on this tier 2. New Zealand Royal just sitting there, super low health. Not sure what's going on. ADCT and Blenderface. Looks like they're going to push into enemy jungle. They're coming in on this skirmish in mid.
Oh, there's something happening in the left over here. Looks like AKC and Vixen are in a bit of strife. Aurora's chasing down Vixen hard. Does she have any of her kit available? But Yo Family's coming in. He's got his full kit and pretty full mana. This could be the end for Lil Shogun. Yep, it is. Good night. With Evil Red being followed through the jungle, but Yo Family turns around.
Yeah, they're pushing hard up on this left here. Evil Red and New Zealand Royal now pincered between 4 of them. This is not a good position to be in. Looks as though New Zealand Royal may have actually DC'd or something there. There's definitely a bit of lag happening. Absolutely erased. That's a shame. Looks like there might be some computer issues going on there. They're pushing up for this tier 2 again. Your family just backing in the middle of everything. Doesn't care. Swagler the Muriel just giving him a bit of a buzz. Saying, no you don't, buddy. What do you think you're doing?
Yo Family was trying to teleport back, but Swaglord was like, nah, mate, I'm going to delay you a little bit there. Instead, he's going for the green buff.
Yeah, you got to appreciate those little nudges, those love taps, just to be annoying.
Oh, and it's even more annoying he's stolen their
games.
green buff as well, leaving behind 2 minions.
Loves it. Loves a bit of the green buff. Fantastic stuff. All right, just checking out CP, and we are sitting at, let's see, we've got 37 for ADCT, the Twin Blast, a Vicious and Delicious, versus Lil Shogun on 23. Evil Red also on 23, though, that's it. Oh, we have a skirmish breaking out. What's going on here, Fluff?
You know, Aurora and Sparrow tried to go for the Raptors. Aurora used her ult to try to really get them all down, but wasn't enough.
Oh, we have New Zealand Royal chasing after Vixen CW. Let's see. It looks like AKC might be doing some damage.
But not
AKC
enough. They're
coming
all
up
collapsing
behind,
on him.
Gets a bounce, drops. Oh, AKC takes out Swag Lord. New Zealand Royal incredibly low. Gets taken out by AKC as well. Damn, son. Gets a tasty double right there.
It'll be interesting to see. Do you reckon they'll push this objective now, push up to the tier 2?
Look, I mean, it'd be a good idea. They've got to play some objective, and Raptors aren't currently up, so that's,
We got Gideon
not gonna be
teleporting
worth
back,
it.
and it looks like TB is going into the jungle to farm a bit. So it looks like, no, unfortunately, they're not going to put pressure on the middle there.
Yeah, I mean, that said, all of their lanes are pushed. You'd hope that they'd try and force this advantage at the moment, having people off the map. All enemies are now back on the map, though, so... all characters, I should say. So as far as real estate advantage goes, Vicious and Delicious still ahead as well. That said, you have the Smurfs holding out quite well, to be honest. We're sitting at 23 minutes into the match now, and they still haven't lost a tier 2, so there's still room to come back here. We'll just have to see how they go.
Oh, looking at the middle here, we've got Yo Family. He's invisible at the moment, followed by Blenderface. He's falling around in the jungle. Yo Family seeing if he can make anything out of this.
Woo!
Back. Oh, double
Mind
invis.
games.
ADCT. Elverid. Is it Elverid? I can't say that
Evil
one.
Red, I
Evil
think.
Red.
Evil
Just
Red.
dropped the ulti, but it didn't actually do any damage. Looks like Blenderface has the purity sensor. Just going to double check on that. Yes, Blenderface has purity sensor, so that Aurora ulti is essentially nullified. Yeah, it's a tough choice. I mean, it's similar with, picking a Gideon. You don't know. It's going to be a gamble as to whether or not they have CC. It's probably not a gamble as to whether or not a support has purity sensor, because if you're a good support, you're going to have it. All right, we've got Vicious and Delicious pushing up mid. Sorry, Sozo, I'll let you take over for a bit if you like.
Oh, jeez, it looks like Vicious is pushing for the tier 2 here in mid. Yeah, I've missed a lot of action, but it looks like, yeah, Vicious are really on the front foot here. I mean, looking at the CP, they're well over 170 CP in advance right there. So let's see if they're going to make a play in mid.
Yeah, it looks like they're grouping. You've got 4 in mid. Looks like Howie's just on the river, getting the buff, whatever it was, I'm assuming. Either that or he's going to try and create a distraction. Not entirely sure. Left lane is getting pushed hard onto the tier 2 against the Smurfs. They're going to have to go and tend to that soon. Otherwise, those Winions are going to take the W.
Which kind of W? Awkward. But it's actually quite interesting because I just noticed the kill death ratios for both teams, and it looks like the Smurfs are really on the back foot. NZ Royal gets out, but it looks like he won't be getting out for long. He's just standing there. I don't know.
It's all over.
Gideon ult.
God, Blenderface is down.
Oh,
drops
the
the
Aurora
Aurora
dropping
ult.
the ult.
It's actually going to work this
Oh,
time
he's
without the
out.
Blenderface there. Yeah, damn.
Wow. As I was talking, they secured 2 kills there. My gosh, maybe I shouldn't be jumping into assumptions, because looks like the Smurfs are...
Oh, AKC with the long missile. Howie, beautiful play. Just snipes the Aurora there. Fantastic.
And
That
it's
was
secured Elise
devastating.
as well. So it looks like they might be making a play right here in the middle. So Swag Lord, Little
Yeah.
Shogun, if you're there and you can hear me, you better start running back.
Oh, Vixen goes in, misses the ulti. Vixen, damn, Vixen gets erased by the Bellica. Blue Soldier then gets taken out. Bellica gets taken out by the Howie.
Look at that damage.
Wow.
Vicious.
I'm actually quite shocked. That was such a turn of events, really.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, that said, it looks like Vicious and Delicious are going to have to go back to some lane maintenance. They're left and right, both getting pushed here, as well as mid. They don't want to get a team wipe, otherwise they're going to be really on the back foot. Might start losing some tier 2s or inhibs if they're not lucky.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like ADCT is actually going for the Raptors there just to make sure that he's up ahead in terms of the 6B as well. So it looks like they'll be securing that there within no contests there. So with that, AKC is just supporting just to make sure that, he gets it on time.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's really pushing them far ahead as well now. I mean, that's just pushed ADCT up to 48 CP, whereas we have Little Shogun on 29 CP for the Smurfs. They're really lagging behind in CP at this point in time, and it's going to make those team fights. They're not going to be able to survive, in an even team fight. They really have to have numbers or go for picks.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, it would be also almost the right time to go OP if I was in Vicious and Delicious, I guess, scene. But obviously, they'll need to push the lanes out before they even try that. But it looks like they may be trying that actually now without the matter, which is a dewarding. But it looks like both teams already showed an indication that it may or may not happen.
Absolutely, absolutely. Looks like the Smurfs are just kind of sitting back and getting set up. Vixen looks like he's lurking around here. Evil Red knows he's there. Evil Red going in. Ooh, does
Jumps
the
out.
drop back. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
That was awesome. He walked in, it's like, surprise! Oh my god, does a backflip out of the fog wall.
Yeah, Evil Red chasing through. Looks like he's, frustrated. Get out of my jungle. Evil Red coming up behind Vixen CWO. Got ult, he's getting dropped.
Dude, family actually just got stopped there, and he drops there. Evil Red secures the kill. Vixen maybe
Vixen
dead.
hanging by a thread. Damn, can they get him? No.
Subjugate on
Vixen
those
gets
guys.
the
Beautiful
subjugate.
stop.
Beautiful. That was on point. Allows for the escape just. I do love a good Severog subjugate to get away from things, you know?
Yeah, that was well played there by Vixen there with that quick clutch subjugate. But it looks like as a result, that's still a 4v5 there. So the Smurfs should be trying to take advantage of this. Even though the Vicious and Delicious one hero down, they should try to push out the lanes, or at least get the lanes pushed out ready for or prime or something like that. But it looks like Vixen is back with full health, and he wants to make a play with these buffs coming up.
Absolutely, absolutely. Look, pushing lanes at this point in time is still going to be a bit hard because you've got Blue Soldier only on 10 CP. I don't know if that's my computer, but it looks like very low CP. So going to have a hard time being able to push as the Bellica. They don't have a lot of clearance in the Muriel, and unless the Aurora is carrying a... God, what's the name of the card? Thundercleaver, then she's not going to be able to clear particularly well either. And it doesn't look like she does have a Thundercleaver, so that's going to make her job a bit more difficult. Just sitting up for another little skirmish here, little Shogun. What's going on over there?
Looks like New Zealand Royal is running in at the wrong time there because he might get picked off there. He leaps away out of south. The Evo leaps in, but it looks like Little Shogun secures the kill and Blender face. Wow. They actually are at a turn of events winning the fights now. AKC is right behind them. I don't think they noticed that. That's very dangerous there for AKC, but it looks like they don't secure any pickups. They actually do so. Blue Soldier gets the stun in, but the team collapses and they're falling back there. So, I mean, it looks like Vicious were quite hesitant there in mid before, and as a result, their Narbash, so Blenderface, suffered as a result.
Absolutely, absolutely. Look, there's a lot of warding going on. There's a lot of pushes going on. It's going to be pretty difficult. Look, how would you react in this situation, Sozo? What would be your plan of attack if you were in the Smurfs position?
So if I was in the position, I'd be trying to keep the lanes pressured in their favor, because obviously what that means is they could start clearing out wards, and because all prime is on their side of the map there, they could at least then clear them wards and might do a sneaky all prime, because obviously if the lanes are pushed out and they have all prime, that gives them the, I guess they don't have to worry about the lane pressure and they could try to do something with it. But obviously that does require setting the left and right lanes potentially.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Look, it's a bit difficult as well because, I mean, you don't want to overextend in this kind of position. You're simply not going to win an even team fight. If you're going in 1v1 with this kind of point advantage, it's not going to happen. So,
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But in saying that, there it looks like Vicious and Delicious are this is probably the third time that I've seen trying to push mid, so they're really trying to get the
It looks like Vixen's also invisible as well at the
yeah.
moment.
Yeah, grouping for that mid push.
He's got his divine shield up as well, so he looks like he's gonna make a play, try to go in there, dash in, and knock someone out. Swagler looks like he's gonna be
Oh,
recipient of pain.
Knock up.
2 knockbacks there. He's barely
Swag Lord stun locked. All
That was a
over.
beautiful picks there by Vixen's initiation there. So it looks like with the support down there for the Smurfs, that they need to really hang tight and hope that their I guess safe lane gets that tier 2 and Vicious and Delicious don't see that. So they're standing there just, I guess, doing a standoff really, just poking at each other here and there. Obviously Greystone in the front foot there, just trying to make sure that, you know, there is no fights. Oh, Evil gets peeled off and he dashes out there. And then New Zealand
Evil Red is out. Nice,
there is
good knock up.
massive fight there, and Blue Soldier secures the kill on Blender Face, and looks like New Zealand Royal is in trouble. He gets out, but he drops down there. So it looks like it is now a 3v4 right now, from what I can see. ACECC folds down there. Your family might be dropping there.
Oh,
This is a big play there by the
race.
Smurfs. So AKC is running.
Will Shogun takes out the Howie as well.
That is 4 teams down. This is huge for the Smurfs. They need to do something with this. If they get all prime, this might be their advantage, because if they look at the offlane, it is pushed against them, but obviously they can recover that and go all mid.
Absolutely, absolutely. Their tank had to take off and tend to left lane there for Vicious and Delicious, so they were left without a Sevi. Just that little change of events seemed to be enough to swing the fight towards the Smurfs. They're pushing hard up mid by the looks of it. 2 of them setting up, hopefully.
Yeah, what do you think they're going to do, Hal? Do you think they're going to go get all prime right now? Or it looks like it's quite odd. They're going for Raptors, so they're not really safe. I would have thought that they were going all prime at this point in time there.
Yeah, look, it's a gamble. I would have said go all prime. I mean, you know, OP is still going to give you a massive advantage. Those Raptors are only going to give you, what, 2,400 or so CP. At this stage, that's not going to be a game winner, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I mean, with the 4 members down there from Vicious and Delicious, I would have thought that the Smurfs would have tried to at least push the creep line past the river, or at the river, go for all prime, continue that push, and just punish them. But it looks like they went for the safer option, which I guess is catching up to them. But when you look at the current CP, ACECC is already at max build, and obviously it's Sparrow, so Little Shogun is at 50. So he's got Little Shogun hasn't actually spent, if it corrects me if I'm wrong, the 15 CPs. If that is right from what I see there, which I think it isn't, but it means that there would be a massive power spike.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it looks like on my screen as well. I don't know if that's on point or not, to be honest. But
do you guys have visual bugs? So we
Yeah.
can just go back 10 seconds. All right, how about we go back 10 seconds and then
okay,
go
pause.
Well, it's not visual bugs. I think there's a lot of glitches with the game right now, because at the
is
moment, I'm only seeing NZ Royal with 7 out of 8 card points, Blue Soldiers 9 out of 10 card
I hate
points.
to cut you off there. There's a fight at all prime there.
I'll
ACECC
pause the
is trying to
game.
get all prime.
Yeah, I've paused as well, dude.
What'd you guys? What'd you guys
35-01.
pause that? I'm gonna go.
34.58.
All right, I'll go to 35. Can we go back to 35 if that's all right?
Yep.
Absolutely. Sitting at 35.
All right,
Just
just
one
give me a
second.
second. I'm almost at 35. All right, at 35.
Technical
Hold on, something's not right with
difficulties.
this.
Ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-da.
Can we get an emote train, guys? Emote train just for these technical difficulties? Come on, I want to see those emote trains happening.
Throw out some emotes. I want to see some feels bad, man. We're
Okay.
gonna get it back on the road very soon, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, I'm on
35?
35 now.
All right, guys, we're going to resume in 3, 2, 1, and resume. So, focusing on all prime pit right now, that we do see ACECC trying to secure that kill there with his team. And it looks like Evil Red is trying to peel off Blender, but he escapes there. It looks like they're all collapsing, but it's a bit too late there because Evil Red is in the brunt of this fight. Cancels that out there. It looks like everything's happening right now, guys. And Evil Red drops there, ladies and gentlemen. New Zealand Royal looks like he's going to drop as well. So this is very bad there for the Smurfs. AKC secures the kill there, and it looks like Swagger
Blue
drops.
Soldier gone
Blue
as
Soldier
well.
drops. And ladies and gentlemen, this looks very bad for the
Yeah,
Smurfs.
that's dire. That is dire. Lil Shogun still on the map, has backed. Look, Lil Shogun probably should have been in the fight there. I think the Bellica don't know why they were getting the river buff when, you know, there's a fight breaking out. They really needed to be there for that.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like Vixen's trying to make sure that, you know, Little Shogun's not around. Little Shogun drops Vixen there, letting him know he can't be bullied,
Damn.
but it looks like the super minions are now in favor of Vicious and Delicious, and they look like they're trying to, I guess, finish this game off because Little Shogun gets dropped by ACECC.
Oh.
Wow.
Punished.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe this may be game here. A Swaggler drops as well there. It just looks like the Smurfs are hanging on by a thread here, trying to make sure that, you know, they don't get the core because the teams are slowly coming out there. ACECC is making sure like they don't come close because they're slowly dropping that down, and it's very
Strongly
slow.
zoning. Yeah, they need to get some minions in there, be able to get the shield down again. They're just not doing the damage. They might need to back up. Looks like they are. You know, with only two of them in there, Blenderface sitting at half health, even though he's an Arbash and he can heal up.
Yeah,
Probably
definitely.
just not worth the engage at this moment.
Yeah, definitely. This may be a time for the Smurfs to actually recover if they can push that mid lane out, but it looks like the other lanes are pushing in favor of Vicious and Delicious as well. So I don't know. I mean, it looks like there might be a split push tactic happening as we can see right now. So we have Yo Family pushing out his lane by himself, and we have AKC as well as Blenderface on the other side. So it looks like a very smart tactic there by Vicious and Delicious, trying to make sure that all lanes are pressured so the Smurfs can't cope and defend, because obviously they're at a 6p lead. They can do this and not get punished, whereas if the Smurfs have split in forces, then it could be just a focus on obviously their main DPS, which is Lil Shogun, and if he's down, then the team might be following them as well.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I mean that's it. You know, it's a difficult team comp when the supports that we have at the moment. There's not a great deal of variety, you know. And to be honest, I think Narbash is probably a better choice in most situations than the Muriel. Muriel can be played very well, but it's really got to be with the right team composition. Narbash has that stun, and that just, yeah, a stun and a...
Vixen comes in, misses his ult there on Swaglord, but he gets the root there, but it looks like he's going out. It looks like the team are slowly coming into this fight there, and obviously their main tank there for the Smurfs New Zealand Royal is coming back. Will he make it in time to defend? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like this is the final battle potentially for the win there for Vicious and Delicious, unless the Smurfs can make some sort of play here. I'm not too sure what's going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen. If you think the Smurfs will do something, let us know, because AKC has just altered. They really want to make a play
AKC
here.
dropping the ult. Yeah,
wow,
Vixen,
that
no,
kill.
they're double dropping. It's all happening.
Looks like
Your
the family
family
goes
going
on-
hard. He's down, but it's going to be enough to win the game.
Wow, that's 2 down in favor. Wow, Blue Soldier gets the kill on Blenderface. That's 3 down. Oh my gosh.
That turnaround.
Plays are happening. The plays are happening. If you look at the other lanes there, it's in favor of the Smurfs. If they can do
baby, a
something,
triple.
they better do something soon, because it looks like AKC and Vixen are falling back, and obviously because this late into the game, it's about a minute before the whole team is up. They need to do something right now, whether that's push all lanes out or all mid. They need to do something, because Vicious and Delicious are in trouble if nothing happens here.
Yeah, absolute insanity. Look at how low the Smurfs core is at the moment. But if they can get a strong push with only 2 up, you know, it could be all over. We've got 4 coming in on the right lane here.
really want to make
pushing
it
hard
play.
on that tier 2. They should definitely be able to get a tier 2 pass.
New Zealand Royal goes down with his ult there. That's his ult down there, and they're going for the inhib. Looks like Evil Red goes and misses the whole. AKC pops his ult there. They get the inhib there. That was
Vixen with the
beautiful.
knock-up. Going hard against Swaglord. Will he get him? No. Out. AKC is down. Damn.
And it looks
The
like
Muriel is wrecked as well. We have
like a lot
Lil
is happening.
Shogun dashing and dashing, trying to get away. Are we gonna get a subjugate? Oh, the
Little
sidestep.
Shogun! Wow, it looks like
Love your
Vixen's
moves, little Shogun.
chasing
Not,
hard for that
not
kill there. He
enough.
secures that, but it looks like
Vixen with
Vixen's
the
in trouble.
blink.
He looks like he might be in trouble. The Evil Red is chasing him, but while that's all happening, it looks like Vixen might be getting picked off here because obviously he's low on mana. He does get a dash, beautiful dash there, but it looks like he's just standing
He's
the
going
ultimate
back
away.
in. Nope.
He's aggressive. He's playing them 1v3 there, and his whole team is slowly rotating. Right now, it looks like it's 1-for-1 inhib trade there for each team's there. The lanes are pushed in favor of the Smurfs. Wow, guys. Wow.
Great turnaround. What a match. Amazing. Well played by the Smurfs. Great to see them, achieve something strong off that objective. That's exactly what they needed.
But in saying that, it kind of looks like they might sorry to cut you off there, Hal, but it looks like it's almost even, if it makes sense, in terms of the backwards and forths tug of war.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Look, the CP advantage is slowly being closed as well. Little Shogun's now on 60 points, as well as ADCT and AKC. So, if they can bridge that gap, the longer they can stay in this, the more interesting it's going to get, I think.
Yeah, definitely agree with you there. And right now it looks like there's mid battle happening potentially because the whole teams are out. Both teams are out. All Prime is almost up. So it looks like obviously there may be a final bout. And whoever wins this team fight, whatever happens, will be pretty much victorious. And it looks like Vicious and Delicious want to secure that All Prime because they know that if they get this, this will be game for them. And so I hope that the whole team will collapse because it looks like AKC is now rotating. He might be too late for the fight, trying to get that inhib on the other side. New Zealand Rolls diving in there against all of the guys. Coming in there. It looks like he pulls out, but Yo Family's just standing outside, and now AKC is collapsing in, pushing back, obviously, the Smurfs, and ADCT is soloing All Prime. This is dangerous.
Yeah,
there.
while all this is happening, left and right are pushing hard against the Smurfs. If they don't start to deal with those waves, they're going to be in a lot of trouble, especially if that All Prime gets taken.
And it looks like it will be because they have the lane advantage. It was beautifully set by Vicious and Delicious because that gives them the advantage now to go all mid.
When you look at uncontested.
Correct. And it looks like Evil Red might be a bit too far out there away from his team there, so he might be going down quite soon as well. And it looks like...
somehow gets away. No. It's all over.
It kind of looks like now the Smurfs are in dire straits, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Vicious and Delicious. Blendon misses that teleport jump over the wall, but it looks like they'll be pushing this inhib. Their core is really low, so all they really need is about 2 and 3 shots, and they've got it. I don't know if it's a bug, but ADCT still has this black orb there. But it looks like they will be getting this inhib potentially. So I don't know if the Smurfs can make another play, because it would be awesome to see it. We don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but Vixen is coming in there with the ult there. Shogun gets ulted by the Swaglord, but misses that there. Yo Fally pulls the ult there. There is a wombo combo. Swaglord goes down. Evil Red goes down. Blue Soldier goes down. I don't know how this is going so far, but it looks like AKC also goes down. And it looks like potentially New Zealand Royal maybe goes down. Little Shogun goes down. New Zealand is down. That is a team wipe, ladies and gentlemen. That is game.
Over. God damn.
Daddy! Can we get an emote for that?
Wow, that was down to the wire.